You know the vibe. You open up a stream and you see a polished, highly informed creator sitting in their home office talking directly to you about the absolute latest advancements in artificial intelligence. It looks incredibly simple, right? A classic solo operation. Just one person, a microphone, and a camera. But what you're actually looking at is a meticulously structured, highly optimized operation running completely behind the scenes. The illusion of the solo AI creator is incredibly convincing. But today, we're going to break that illusion wide open.
Just to give you a sense of the sheer scale we're talking about here, over $100,000. That is what this so-called one-man operation is bringing in every single month in sponsorship revenue alone. It's a massive figure, and it proves that when you treat content creation like a highly leveraged, modern tech business, it absolutely pays off.
Welcome to this explainer. I am so glad you're here. Today, we're pulling back the curtain to look at the true mechanics of a top AI creator, drawing directly from a recent, highly detailed breakdown by Matt Wolf. We're going to deconstruct the entire business engine, the exact tech stack, and, honestly, the underlying philosophy that makes a wildly successful AI creator tick. Here is our roadmap for today. First, behind the AI magic. Second, the creator economy business. Third, the ultimate tech stack. Fourth, preventing AI brain rot. And finally, future-proofing yourself. Okay, let's dive right into this. Section 1. Behind the AI magic. Demystifying the creative process. If you follow AI content, you have definitely seen those viral video intros. You know, like a creator seamlessly morphing from a wolf into a human right at their desk. It literally feels like magic, but here is the exact 3-step formula to pull it off. Step 1. Generate a 16:9 base image using ChatGPT, in this case, placing a wolf in an empty office chair. Step 2. Take that image over to Runway ML, providing the AI with the start frame of the wolf and the end frame of the actual human creator. Now, here is where the human element is absolutely crucial. The prompt had to explicitly command the AI to stare silently into the camera at the end of the morph. Without that specific instruction, the AI generates bizarre, gibberish audio of the human speaking. Finally, step 3, drop it into the timeline with a smooth transition just to hide the cuts. Boom, viral intro. Ironically, this creator actually tried hiring an entire team of editors to make these highly polished, documentary-style videos. And you know what happened? The audience hated it. They actually preferred his simpler, raw style. So he abandoned the high-polished stuff and totally embraced a live editing workflow. Now he uses a Stream Deck to switch camera angles in real time while recording through OBS software, and then just relies on DaVinci Resolve for a few final cleanup cuts. It's faster, it's way more authentic, and honestly, it's exactly what the audience wants. Section 2. The creator economy business, the invisible team. Now, to pull off that kind of crazy daily output, we really have to shatter the myth that this is an entirely solo endeavor. This creator actually employs a fragmented, highly specialized team of 7 to 8 contractors and agencies. You've got 2 specialized editors handling shorts and ads. You have John on packaging for titles and thumbnails. Roya acts as the production assistant managing the social media. Vishal runs the back-end tool websites. And Catherine co-writes the newsletter. Plus, an entire external agency, Smooth Media, handles the sponsorship negotiations. It takes a whole organization to make this 9-to-5 creator lifestyle actually work. But running an organization like that? Yeah, it's not cheap. The monthly overhead sits right around 25 grand. Roughly 20,000 of that goes straight to paying those agencies and contractors. And another $2,000 to $3,000 goes strictly to top-tier AI subscriptions. That ensures uninterrupted access to the absolute highest tiers of Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, and various image generation models. But remember that number from the start of the explainer? That massive overhead is easily covered. By teaming up with an agency, the creator sells bundles, mixing YouTube reads, newsletter placements, and short-form video mentions. And more importantly, they secure long-term, 12-month, pre-sold 6-figure contracts. This creates predictable, massive revenue that makes a $25,000 monthly expense totally justifiable. Section 3. The ultimate tech stack. Loyalty to none. If there's one defining philosophy for this tech stack, it is this: zero loyalty to any specific AI model. Utility always wins. Right now, for text encoding, the go-to is GPT 5.5, accessed via an interface called Codex. Why Codex over Claude? Simply because of rate limits. You get a lot more mileage and prompting done before hitting a wall. For images, on the other hand, he's currently favoring GPT Images 2, particularly because it handles text generation within images way better than competitors like Nano Banana. But as he openly admits, this entire stack could completely change by next week.
Of course, the tech stack isn't just software. The physical hardware is just as tailored. The background of his videos features a Tidebit LED screen for some cool customizable pixel art. He relies on Ray-Ban Metas to quickly snap photos and listen to audio without constantly digging out his phone. And bridging his love for AI with his passion for gaming, his set design actually includes a real heavy steel Zelda Master Sword. Because, who doesn't need a legendary weapon for peak productivity, right? Combine that with a Steam Deck sitting nearby for quick gaming breaks with titles like Slay the Spire 2, and you've got a space designed for deep nerd aesthetics and extremely high output.
Section 4. Preventing AI brain rot, the human element. Being surrounded by this much technology day in and day out poses a very real risk to your mental clarity. You risk letting your uniquely human thinking muscles totally atrophy. To protect against this, it actually starts with the physical environment. Have you ever noticed how much purple is in his studio? The lighting, the hats, the backgrounds? That's actually a deliberate choice. Purple is widely considered a highly calming color. In an industry where people are constantly stressed, overwhelmed, and just freaking out about the rapid pace of AI, painting his digital world purple serves as a subtle, subconscious counterbalance to keep his energy grounded. But the real secret weapon against AI brain rot, it's deeply analog. It's a relentless daily journaling habit. Before he ever touches an AI prompt, he manually maps out his problems. He relies primarily on fast typing for deep brain flow, handwrites in physical notebooks to highlight and review thoughts, and uses voice notes while driving or relaxing. The core rule here is that the human brain has to do the heavy lifting of unloading the initial solutions first. And this brilliantly illustrates the entire mindset you really need to adopt. He says, I almost use AI as a second opinion instead of the originator of the idea. AI is incredibly fast for sure, but it is often a terrible originator of unique, compelling ideas. Where it shines is taking your fleshed-out journal entries, analyzing your human thought process, and finding the blind spots or suggesting tweaks. AI is the editor, folks. It is not the author. Section 5. Future-proofing yourself. Advice for the next generation.
So what's the takeaway for listeners stepping into a landscape entirely dominated by AI? The keys to future success are pretty clear. First, obsess over learning. It's a trait shared by almost all highly successful people, inspired by folks like Tim Ferriss. Second, you gotta build real things. Don't just read about coding. Have AI walk you through deploying an actual app on a platform like Vercel. Third, in a world where everyone isolates behind screens, those who develop strong in-person social and networking skills are going to win the best opportunities. And finally, if you want to stand out, don't just be an AI expert. Niche down. Combine AI with another deep interest, like AI in gaming or AI in law. That intersection, that is where your true value lies.
We've covered the hidden business mechanics, the flexible tech stacks, and the absolute necessity of deep human thought. So I want to leave you with this final crucial question to consider as you navigate this crazy new world. Are you relying on AI to originate your ideas, or are you putting in the work to use it to enhance your uniquely human skills? Think on that. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep building.